You may think the days of turning heads are long behind you, that the spark of youth is gone, and with it, your charm. But what if I told you that some of the most attractive men alive are over 60, and they don't even know it? If you've ever wondered why younger women glance at you a little longer, why people stop talking when you enter the room, keep watching. You're about to find out what makes you a rare kind of attractive, the kind that only comes with time. Welcome to Elderly Life, a place where we celebrate the beauty of aging and cherish every moment. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let's begin with sign number 1. You command the room without even trying. This isn't about shouting or being loud. No, sir. It's about presence. That quiet confidence you've built over decades. The way you walk in, not needing to prove anything, yet everyone feels your presence. You've seen life. You've weathered storms. And without saying a word, people feel your strength. You don't chase attention. But somehow, attention finds you. Younger men might have muscles, but you have gravity. A magnetic pull that comes from knowing exactly who you are, and what you're not. And let me tell you something. In age gap relationships, that kind of presence is irresistible. Because younger women often crave wisdom. Stability. A man who listens more than he brags. That's you, even if you don't realize it yet. So the next time you walk into a room and someone goes quiet, or a younger woman smiles a little too long, don't brush it off. You're not invisible. You're magnetic. And this is just the first sign. In a world full of noise, an older man who chooses his words carefully becomes unforgettable. You've lived long enough to know. Not every silence needs to be broken. Not every opinion needs to be voiced. And when you do speak, people listen. That's not just wisdom. It's power. Younger men often rush to impress. They talk fast. They interrupt. They chase approval with their words. But you've learned the art of speaking with purpose. You pause. You reflect. And when you say something, it carries weight. This is incredibly attractive to many younger women. Because in your calm, they feel safe. In your patience, they feel seen. And in your words, they feel something deeper. You don't just talk. You connect. And that connection leaves a lasting impression. They remember your voice long after you've left. Not because you were loud, but because you were real. This is the second clear sign you're more attractive than you realize. And it's one of the rarest forms of charisma in the world. In your younger years, maybe you got angry quicker. Maybe stress hit harder. But now? You've learned to breathe before reacting. To listen before judging. To understand, instead of just responding. That calm energy is rare. And it's incredibly attractive. Younger women often come from a world of drama, fast-paced relationships, and emotional chaos. So when they meet a man who doesn't raise his voice, who stays grounded in conflict, it's like discovering peace for the first time. You don't play games. You don't chase. And you don't crumble under pressure. You've seen enough life to know. Most problems aren't worth shouting about. And most people just need to be heard. That emotional steadiness, that balance, it creates safety. A younger woman in an age gap relationship often isn't looking for perfection. She's looking for stability. And you offer that without even realizing it. Because when the world is spinning, you remain still. And that stillness? It speaks louder than youth ever could. A younger man might have bright, youthful eyes, but an older man? He has eyes that have seen. And that's something you just can't fake. When you look at someone, you don't just see them. You understand them. You listen with your eyes. And in a world full of distractions, that is magnetic. You've watched people come and go. You've witnessed love, loss, victories, and regrets. All of that lives quietly behind your gaze. And when a younger woman looks into your eyes, she doesn't see emptiness. She sees depth. She sees mystery. She sees a story she wants to explore. The truth is, people are drawn to emotion, especially the kind that doesn't need to be explained. And your eyes carry decades of feeling, without saying a single word. They tell her you've loved deeply. That you've fought hard. That you've lived. And that kind of depth is not only attractive. It's unforgettable. So don't be surprised if someone younger holds your gaze a little longer than expected. She's not looking for perfection. She's looking for truth. And your eyes are full of it. There's something incredibly attractive about a man who wakes up with intention. It doesn't matter if you're retired, semi-retired, or still working. What matters is that your life has direction. Maybe you take care of your garden. Maybe you volunteer. Maybe you mentor younger people or take morning walks to clear your head. Whatever it is. You don't sit around waiting for life to entertain you. You engage with it. And that quiet passion? That consistent purpose? It sets you apart. You see, younger men often chase success, status, recognition. But you've learned that fulfillment comes from contribution, not applause. and younger women notice this. They're drawn to a man who knows who he is and what he values. A man who still has goals, not just memories. Because in a relationship, especially an age gap one, purpose is attractive. It shows that you're not stuck in the past. You're still growing. Still moving. Still alive. And that makes her feel like being with you isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new, meaningful chapter. You might not even care what's in anymore. But here's the truth. You have a style. And that style says more about you than you realize. It's in the way you wear your watch. The way your shirt is always neatly pressed. The way your shoes are clean, classic, and worn with pride. You don't dress to impress. You dress with intention. And that, my friend, is true elegance. Younger men often chase flashy looks, loud brands, bold statements. But your look? It whispers class. It shows experience. It tells a story. You've figured out what works for you. You don't need attention, but you still command it. And younger women? They notice. They notice the man who carries himself with quiet dignity. Who doesn't try to be 25 again, because he's comfortable being his age, and looking damn good doing it. You found the perfect balance between simplicity and sophistication. And that kind of understated confidence? It's rare. And yes, it's very attractive. Here it is. The most powerful, most unforgettable sign of true attractiveness. And it has nothing to do with your appearance. It's how people feel when they're around you. You've lived long enough to know. Most people don't want to be impressed. They want to be seen, heard, respected. And you? You have a quiet gift? You make people feel important, without even trying. When someone speaks, you look them in the eye. You don't rush. You don't interrupt. You let them finish their thoughts. You listen. And that's something the world desperately lacks. You remember names. You notice details. You offer wisdom gently, never with ego. This is what sets truly attractive older men apart. Not their wealth. Not their charm. But their ability to make others feel worthy in their presence. To a younger woman, this isn't just refreshing. It's healing. Because you give her something she's never felt in a world full of distractions. Genuine attention. And that, dear sir, is a rare and beautiful thing. So if you've ever wondered whether you're still attractive, look not in the mirror, but in the way people light up when they talk to you. That's your answer. There was a time, long ago, when you looked up to older men. Maybe it was your father. A teacher. A quiet neighbor who seemed to have life figured out. They carried themselves with a calm strength. They weren't loud, but they were respected. They didn't chase attention, yet everyone noticed when they entered the room. You used to wonder? Will I ever be like that? And now, without even realizing it, you are. You've become the man younger men admire, even if they never say it. You've become the one younger women find comfort in, even if they don't fully understand why. You've become steady, wise, grounded. You've become the man you once hoped to be. And no, not everyone will notice it. But the right people will. The ones who matter. The ones who see past youth and into the soul. So the next time you doubt yourself? The next time you wonder if you still have it? Remember this. You don't just still have it. You have something better. You have character. You have depth. You have legacy.